we currently have the strongest trio of promoted teams in recent times. Of the 19 points earned between the three, that is the second highest tally earned over the last 10 years, second only to the 17-18 season, which saw Newcastle, Brighton and Huddersfield all stay up. In fact, of the last 10 seasons, only 2 seasons have seen all 3 promoted teams stay up. So are these 3 that strong? Is there a method to the madness? Of the 4 points that Burnley have earned from their first 5 games this season, they've all come at home, and it would have been more had it not been from that handball from Hannibal. In fact, 5 teams have stayed up in the last 10 seasons who've earned 4 points from their first 5 games, and Burnley did that in the 16-17 season. And what about the Black Cats? Of the 8 points they've earned in their first 5 games, 7 of them have come at home, and they remain unbeaten at the Stadium of Light. In fact, of the 5 previous teams in the last 10 years who've earned 8 points or more in their first 5 games, they've all stayed up. You can't forget about Leeds. They remain unbeaten at home with 4 of their 7 points this season coming at Ellen Road, and they just won away at Wolves at the weekend as well. In fact, only 1 team in the last 10 seasons has been on 7 points after their first 5 and been relegated. That was Hull City. Leeds also did that under Bielsa in the 2021 season, and they finished 9th. So is this based on spend, the Forest method, throwing the checkbook at it? Logic would tell you that as a promoted side, you need to spend money, you need to recruit new players, but it's not always a given. Of the 3 sides that came up last season, they all spent over 90 million, they all signed 10 or more players, and they all put absolute stinkers in the league. And look, it's early days, we're only 5 games in, that doesn't tell the whole story, but does sacking a manager help a newly promoted side stay up? Well, recent data in the last 10 years would tell you no. There's only one side that has done that and succeeded as a newly promoted side, and that was Bournemouth under Scott Parker when they brought in Gary O'Neill. That obviously didn't work out well later on, but ironically, he's doing really well with Burnley at the minute. Do they need the magic 40 points? If the 12 sides to do that in this time, 4 have managed to stay up with less than 40 points. As a matter of fact, Tottenham stayed up last season with 38 points, but of course, we're not newly promoted. Answer me this, are any of the newly promoted sides going to break that duck of the last 2 seasons that haven't seen any of the promoted sides stay up, or is this simply just a case of the likes of Villa, West Ham and Wolves doing really poorly this season? Let me know in the comments.